Okay, in this video we're going to look at getting started with using the CSV module in Python. Alright, so we have a file here and an example CSV file to look at. CSV file is basically like a spreadsheet but in text. So you can use it in a text editor, and a lot of data is exported and given as CSV, separated variable length data. So we can see here this is weather data, precipitation in inches, snowfall in inches, snow depth in inches, temperature max, min, and average. And this is just the first 10 days from 1950. So if we want to get this into Python, here is code. So there's a module CSV that's available by default. First you open the file, and then there's two different methods so if we just open the file, we could read the text just by reading the file, but then that wouldn't interpret the rows and the columns for us. So there's two different ways to have it interpret the rows and the columns, and we'll run both of them to see how they look. In either case, you give it the file that you opened. Okay, so we open, save that into a variable. That's the file we're going to give. And an optional parameter is the delimiter to use. It defaults to comma. If you have tabs delimiting your file, you would put /t there. Then one of the ways to get the data out of the file once you have it opened with the CSV is with a for loop. So if we do a for loop with this variable that we saved from the CSV reader, then this will be one row at a time inside the for loop. Let's go ahead and run that and see what it looks like. Right, we need to run not the weather.csv. This is demo CSV. Okay, now each one of these is one time inside the for loop. So if we do the dictionary reader, then it assumes, if we look at that file again, so it's going to assume that the first row are column names, which is what this file has. Okay, so if we use the dictionary reader, then each row is going to have a dictionary where you have the data with the name of the column in there. So if we wanted to, let's see, this was demo CSV. If we wanted to just get the temperatures, let's say we wanted to get the temperatures out of there, then we know that there's this, we could pick whichever one we want. So there's something in there called mean that's already there like that. I'll put that in comments. So if we wanted to do that, we could pull out particular rows. They're already like that. Okay, let's see, what about if we use the other method? So now I have the reader rather than dictionary reader. And here it gives each row as a list. Now if I wanted to get that mean temperature, I'd have to use my list index. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is if using the dictionary reader, and then if we're using just the reader, it would be temp total plus equals row bracket 6, if I counted correctly. Okay, so that's getting started with the CSV file. Depending on what data you're looking at, you would have code in here to pull out whichever columns you're interested in, and you're computing maximums or minimums or averages.